Admiral's log. The Soviet fleet has been found to be extremely outdated. Many of their ships are in poor condition and the crew morale is low. We've been able to capitalize on these weaknesses and have gained a significant advantage in the naval conflict. The Soviets are quickly becoming dispirited, and I believe it is only a matter of time before they are defeated. They have already requested peace talks, but I have advised against accepting them. Our fleet has proven superior in every recent engagement, and I believe we can achieve better peace terms by continuing to press our advantage. I've been working tirelessly with my staff to plan and execute further naval battles. Our goal is to weaken the Soviet fleet even more, and ultimately force them to accept our terms. Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome to episode 19 of the Japanese campaign. We're at war with the Russians, and the Russians have sent out a large portion of their main fleet. This is 21 destroyers. Is that their main fleet? Why, yes, because their main fleet, well, it's just a whole bunch of destroyers, the occasional cruiser, and beyond that, well, the occasional battleship, but not that many. I mean, 140 DDs? We can take out 21. The issue, however, is they have 21 ships, I have 2, so it's a fair fight. I have the Chiyoda class. It's a modernized Chiyoda from 1924, so it has all the upgrades that I require, and the Sanosawa from 1923. 10 9-inch guns and a bunch of 3.4s, and these guys explicitly designed to take on destroyers with 16 6-inch guns. This is going to be fun. Let's tango with 21 destroyers. And here we go. The enemy has been detected. They're already at 5-kilometer range. I'm not surprised, because these things are very sneaky. They're small ships. And they also have another advantage. My dear cruiser, would you kindly slow down? What? What? Oh, there we go. They also have another advantage to the tune of really bad weather. That is an advantage for them, because they will probably be relying on their damage with torpedoes. And, ooh, that was juicy. Considering the weather, they're going to have an advantage, as I probably won't hit them. But then again, there are so many ships here, it's going to be hard to, well, not hit. We have a couple of torpedoes out in the water from the Kashiwara. She spends 9 torpedo tubes per side. And it looks like, well, anything in the general direction of this formation is probably going to do some damage. Let's start kiting away with the Tokiwa. Not a moment too soon, as this guy just delivered a package. Looks like this destroyer is kind of stuck behind it. Oh, behind its sinking counterpart. They probably already detect the torpedoes by now. Boom! 3,900 damage. Very good. You were firing HE, yes? Yes, you were. Excellent. Now, these torpedoes shouldn't be too hard to dodge. I mean, it's just destroyers, but they all seem to be heading in the general direction of the spread. And these torpedoes are, what, 20s? 21s. I've upgraded them this year. 21-inch, and you can see that the entire flock is going, oh crap. It's time to go elsewhere. And it is, because this allows me to start eliminating this flanking group and then proceed with the rest of the formation, if you still want to call it as such. Are you going to make a mistake here? No, sadly not. Okay. Now, we've already taken down 2 DDs, I think. Plenty more where that came from. And let's see, my chance to hit's about 4%. These guns reload in about 20 seconds. I gave them a longer barrel to make sure they get better range, but also, of course, to suffer a penalty to reload. So be it. I prefer these things to be more accurate, rather than to just getting quite frustrated at the sheer amount of misses that these ships get. We seem to have another torpedo attack coming in. We're going to increase the flank. Did we get anything with the torps? No. But we kind of succeeded in either way, because this formation and this formation are now no longer one big blob that we're going to have to contend with. So that makes it quite a bit easier. I want you to hold off on the port side torpedo launch. These guys carry 18-inchers ranging 4 clicks. Oh, that's cute. That is cute, sir. What do we have here? The Digit. Gigit. Whatever. We might have a problem with the cruiser, though. Tokiwa is sailing right into the middle of this group. I probably turned the wrong way. I probably should have turned out. But I might be able to thread the needle here. Whoa! Dud! Torp hit. 2 torp hits. Bad news. Has anyone ever told you I have a tendency to push in? Well, here it is. Wow, that was a good dodge by that destroyer. Well played. Ooh, we should be fine. We should be fine. We should be fine. Steady! Turn! No! Shit. Okay. Well, this is what you get when you play too closely with destroyers. They will most likely eventually get a hit. And yes, I know, I can just keep kiting away. But hey, I like this very aggressive playstyle. This is how I roll. If that's not something that you enjoy watching, then you know where to click away from the video. Oh, we're hitting the Strashny and actually killing off the Gromiashi, or whatever you're supposed to pronounce that. Yeah, and here comes the rest. Alright, let's clean up this flank. Ideally, sometime soon. So that I can make my way over to the rest of the group. Because that rest of the group appears to be coming my way. I believe we are cycling both torpedo launchers at the moment. Bloody hell. Accuracy is really poor. Come on. Accuracy is really bad. What's the closest target to you? Capitan at 4.7? No. Still the Strashny. Okay, just send a torpedo salvo out your port side if you still have any. So that we can break up this formation. That would be ideal. Thank you. Shoot the target as well, just for good measure. And you are going to eliminate the Jigit before it gets an opportunity to reload all of those torpedo launchers and blow even more holes in this ship. This torpedo spread is not really going to do much, I suspect. No, a couple of torpedoes decided to terminate their life early. Oh well. Tokiwa still has rudder issues that seemingly are not going to get resolved. You know what? I can just kind of wait out the torps, if it has to come to that, and just push into the groups afterwards. It's not necessarily an ideal way of going about it, but this is a lot of potential torpedo issues. And if I just let them launch, turn away and run away, I can then push in, because they still have guns, but their guns are really bad. Really bad. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now, if you could actually deal some serious damage against this ship, that would be lovely, because right now, there you go. You're a bit underwhelming. Ah, we also got the Dobrovlets. Very good. What are you going to do? You're going to launch against the cruiser? Oh yeah. Ah, you killed one. Very nice. We're going to focus fire on this thing now. We're not going to launch torpedoes at him. You are no longer a torpedo hazard. For now, you are. So I can now push into both of these DDs and eliminate them. Wipe this thing out. Somebody got hit by a torp. One of mine? Not sure. Come on. This is the moment where you can actually kill him off. Because you're almost on top of him. 800 meters out. I know the weather's quite terrible. I know the accuracy is not great. And I know you're targeting what used to be a fast ship. But it has to be dead. Ideally, now. Come on. 4 million for one of these ships. My cruiser's 85 million, my light. My heavy? 57. Oh boy, these are so expensive because of the torpedo launchers. Boom. Jesus, sink, damn it. Careful, you're gonna hit your friend. Come back here. Flooding hit. Do these things have armor? Not nearly enough. HE and HE, please. Because with HE we can easily pen this, is what I was going to say. But not if they're this angled. Come on. Are you kidding? Oh, it's the 2-inchers. Also, my 6-inchers simply refuse to fire by the looks of it. End the battle. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like that? No, sir. We are not going to end this battle. We're going to look for the enemy, and we're going to wipe them all out. Because I am fairly reliant on heavy ships. Big ships, capital ships, battle cruisers. Especially when that 90,000 ton, or what was it, 114,000 ton ship comes out. So, in order to ascertain their safety, I would probably be well served with actually eliminating all the DDs early, if I can. That's a torpedo spread. Return torpedo spread. Dodge this. Didn't think so. Okay. Port side launcher. Oh, you launched again? Oh, crap. Pretty impressive that this destroyer's still alive. Not what I was hoping for. Oh, crap. You and your damaged rudder. And now your damaged engine as well. What engines are you using anyway? Turbines 2. And you? Also turbines 2. I'd love a better engine for these ships. I mean, I got the money, I might as well. Stop. Just forward. Oh, you don't have any torps left. Because we already hit you once. So I can push in a little bit. You still have torpedoes, but you don't have any buoyancy. Nor engines, nor a captain, nor a fire control. You got nothing left. Okay, good. I'm trying to kite the destroyers to launch torpedoes at the cruiser. Because I know that the cruiser, light cruiser that is much more likely to dodge them. I just need to get these guys to actually commit to launching the torpedoes. There we go. Orfei just did. Over here, Bodri is probably gonna launch soon. Oh, there's shit, there's more. Okay, fine. Target this. We'll finish off with the Lieutenant later. We can push into the Orfei again. Slowly but steadily. You still have torps, but you're not in range. Because your range is 4. Okay. Light cruiser, do what you do best. That's it. Right there. The HE pen on these guns should be more than sufficient to deal a lot of damage to a destroyer. You don't have torps. You do. You're eager to use them. That's fair enough. But that'll probably be your last salvo. Chase after them. Come back. Jeez, you're running low on ammunition. Okay. Oh, the Lieutenant wants another word. Alright. If you're so inclined. Let's have at it. This thing is probably turning around me way too quick for my guns to be able to catch him. Even the 2-inchers seem to be struggling. Auto select. There you go. 500 damage. Flooding. These things are remarkably resilient. You can torp them, but they'll still be coming at you. Boom. More flooding. More. 12%. 9%. Yastreb is halfway through her reload. Bloody hell. Increase the flank. Because I can catch these DDs at flank speed, but not at 27 knots. Good lord. What are you doing? How is your accuracy this bad? You're a trained crew. For crying out loud. Thank you. This guy next. Can I have you guys link up again? The rest of the DDs seem to be vaping in their smoke screens. That's fine. Oh, there's another one. Ideally, I would knock off the torpedo launcher, but I don't know if I can get that shot. I don't know if I can get any hit for that, man. I mean, 10% chance to hit, 8.7, 1.3 angle. Catch him! No, this guy! Oh, I wish the game would stop switching targets the moment that you spot something new. Thank you. Appreciate it, Tequila. I don't know why the game does that. It's just something new pops up and the game goes, ooh, I gotta hit that. I don't know why. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm giving an explicit order to target the Yastreb. If I have a destroyer coming out of the smoke screen 5 clicks out, I don't care. I don't care. Just let me keep my target selected. Okay, that's the Yastreb down. Who would like to go next? Ooh, juicy hit. Torpedoes destroyed. Some of these are still packing a full complement of torpedoes. I'm going to have to be a little careful here. This will be my last salvo of torpedoes. But it won't be their last salvo of torpedoes, probably. Range? 4-2. They still don't have the range. Nor are they really trying to get closer. Oh, hello. Didn't notice you there yet. Oh, you're gone. Okay, normal launch. Set of 3, set of 6. Oh, never mind, it's not my launch. Not my last launch. Okay, target this thing next. Target the Fidonisi, so we might be able to hit the current, which is stationary. Just the moment that the current starts detecting these torps, it will wake up. It'll instantly go, ooh, grab torps, and it'll speed up. It doesn't even have engine damage, it's just not doing anything. 4.6 knots, 7, 11, there we go, it's detected the torps, hello. Boom. Yep, and now it's doing full speed again, because the... Oh, sorry about that. You're already dead. Because the game just went, oh, torpedo emergency override, and it just speeds up and races away. Do you guys still present a threat? Yes, yes, yes. This one, they all still have torps. But because the AI hasn't been upgrading their ships, they're just mostly 4-kilometer range torps. So, in this situation, I can push in a little closer. Ooh, that was a good hit. That thing should be dead. Yep. Every now and then, this heavy cruiser just blows one of these things completely out of the water. And the rest of the time, it seems to be the light cruiser doing the damage. But the light cruiser chips away, and the heavy cruiser just smashes shit. And does a lot of damage. These things are running around like ants, so at this point, it doesn't really matter where I target, I'm going to hit something. Target the one all the way in the back. Yeah, see? I wasn't even targeting this guy, I was targeting the Disna. And everything that happened to get in the way got screwed over. I still haven't knocked off the torpedo launchers on most of these ships. Target the Captain Kern again. Turn away. It's just a bit of murder here. A bit of destroyer clean up. 2 more. Fairly healthy. These are not. There goes the fill-in. Not feeling that good now. Yep, Desna's next. Needless to say, the AI could have used these ships a little better. Had they rushed me, which would have been hard, because they are doing 33 knots and I'm doing 35 with both of my ships, it would have been a bit more dangerous. They probably, if they all launched torps at the same time in one big line, would have potentially hit me, slowed me down, and been able to actually catch one or more of my ships off guard. Which could have led to either more damage or an actual sinking. Boom. Torpedo detonation. So you're out of torps. You still got yours. Okay, this is just one big blob. And you know what we say to one big blob? We hit it with a torpedo. Which torpedo launchers are cooling down? The other side. So the port side should be ready. And eager. And we can launch. We can potentially wreck some more destroyers. Although I have found that these guys just don't seem to give 2 shits about getting hit by a torpedo. Yes, they'll flood. But that'll be just about as bad as it's going to get. It still seems like the damage that you do with a torpedo is more percentage-based than anything else. So, let's say you hit a battleship. It's going to be percentage-based, so it's going to do hundreds of points more damage relative to the damage that... Oh, here's the torpedo salvo. Relative to the damage that you do against the destroyer. Because against the DD, you basically do nothing. Oh, beautiful salvo. That hit absolutely nothing. Come on. Get rid of him. You don't have torps. You still have torps. You still have torps. My light cruiser's done its level best to hit as many things with torpedoes. It launched a lot. It hit 1. And that's why I generally don't rely on torpedoes. Because they just don't matter. I mean, it's nice to break up a battleship with it. Because it's a big target. But a DD? Or a group of DDs? No. They just don't care. They just don't care. And I get that, because it is a whole bunch of destroyers, it's maneuverable ships, it's things that can get out of the way quickly. But the ease with which the AI is able to manage all their ships at the same time and go, ooh, get out of the way. Yeah, as a player, you barely have that much control over your ships. Bloody hell, just target the last one in line, would you? Like maybe this guy? Oh, there's the Orphée again. And now they're all vaping up at the same time. Oh, a torpedo spread. Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, how dare you? We should have a little chat, you and I. There you go. Here's some more water inside your ship. That's another one down. Target the one in the back. That is not the intended target. Boom. Everything's getting hit now. Oi! I'm sailing over here. Keep your torpedoes to yourself. Much like I've been doing. That's another one down. 114,000 damage done with this heavy cruiser. That's cute. People, you need to stop this shit. Because I'm not sure if I can dodge this. Just level out. Maybe I can speed right past him. CL, can make yourself useful. Yeah, we're fine. We're safe. Excellent. Okay then. So now we can push in a bit more. Because you launched, you launched, you launched. Oh shit, there's more. Turn. You launched, you're out of torps, you launched. You're out of torps. Yeah. End game. We're gonna wrap up. The Russian destroyer fleet is going to be utterly ashamed of itself. And as well it should be. A couple of good pens. Most of the ship is on fire. What? Why are we suddenly... Okay, I guess we're targeting something new now. The Current still has a torp. This guy still... These battles always take more time than you think. Extensive fire. Oh, that was fairly deadly. I don't like the Current coming this close, though. That thing still has torps. Yep, you're gone. Tokiwa, push in. But there's 3 to 4s to work. 105,000 damage with the 9 inches, but only 10,000 with the 3.4s. That's interesting. My guns? The 2 inches have done 10k damage? Okay. Oh, and I did hit something with the torps. I hit 6. Oh, sorry, I was only hit by 1 torp. Correction, my last. I was only hit by 1 torpedo. Try to hit something you can actually hit. Just don't shoot anything that far away, let alone something in the smoke screen. No torps. No torps. We can finish these off. Push in for the kill. We still got ammo. We only have AP shells on the 9-inchers now for the heavy cruiser. So I'm kind of relying on the smaller 3.4s to start dealing some damage against these ships. I mean, AP kind of works. You might blow a couple of flooding holes into a ship. There goes one. Current's almost loaded. Delny is off. Yeah, okay. So the Current is next. The irony is that my light cruiser is about as costly as this entire enemy battle group. Because this thing costs 85 million. 21 of these 4 million ships also cost about 85 million, so... If they'd sunk one light cruiser and lost every single DD doing it, monetarily, they would come out on top. If they'd sunk the Tokiwa, it would have been a different story, because this thing is not as expensive, even though it did more damage. And I mean, I like the light cruiser, and it is capable of intercepting these ships, but so is the heavy cruiser. And the heavy cruiser's been carrying this fight, so I might need to do an overhaul on these ships, because... Yes, they do okay. When I'm doing a drive-by against a battleship... Oh, that's not very nice of you. When I'm doing a drive-by against a battleship, I might be able to do something useful with all of these torpedo launchers and blow it up in one go. But that's more of a task for the destroyers. And I tend to struggle finding a really good task for a light cruiser. Unless you turn it into a ship that is specifically designed to race around and harass people with a 7-inch gun from long range. That is a possible task for these ships. It's just not a great option. Because, well, on a destroyer you could put a 5.9. On a light cruiser you can just put more guns. But my accuracy on these things... I'm not particularly happy about. I've hit 11%. These guns, 16%. This is the Mark... Oh, it's the Mark V. And this is the Mark III. Okay. You're excused. That explains a lot. So you just got your torpedoes ripped off. You don't have any torps. And you do. So we're going to finish you off first. Now, when it comes to the angle of this ship, I should be able to fire 8 guns. Kind of. But the accuracy is just so bad. It also looks a little out of place with these torpedo launchers kind of sticking out of the ship. I mean, it works. There goes the Kapitan Konon Zotov. That means there's one more left here. The Delny. So I guess each ship only has one target left. I really want to take out the Kern, because this thing is going to reload torpedoes in 5 minutes? Yeah, give or take. Come on. Partial pan, flooding, steering issues. What sort of rudder rotator? Turrets. Electrical 2. Okay, well, you got sunk. By what? 2 inches, I bet. Yeah, 2 inches to the last bit of damage. Alright then. Last man standing. Not for long, though. 224,000 damage done. Most of it 9-inch. Little bit less with the 6-inch. And considering the amount of damage that I'm doing with the AP shells, or that I'm trying to do with the AP shells, I think we might need to go for a slightly more even spread shell-wise. Because I'm using too many AP shells. Let's quickly back out of this battle before the game continues and rams my heavy cruiser into a sinking destroyer, causing damage to my precious heavy cruiser. So, that was about 3,900 and, what was it, 46 victory points? And 21 destroyers less to worry about. I wonder what the Soviets are going to send next. What other formations are on their way here? What do I need to start countering next? Come on, game. Today's good. Here we go. 39, 35. They got 46. I got light damage on both of my ships. And let's have a look. I have the CL, the Chiyoda class. What sort of refit could I build for this thing? Because I would very much appreciate it if it's going to be more effective than it was right now. It got the job done, kind of. But it took her too long. And yes, it was a shit lot of ships. So in that sense, I understand why it took so long. Yeah, she's already been upgraded. That's the Mark III. That's the Mark III as well. The 7-inch is also a Mark III. The 7-inches would fire slower, but potentially be more accurate. Let's say 5,000 meter range, 4.3 to 4.6. 6.7 to 7. Oh. 5,000 meters out. Oh, never mind. That's because I'm using the long barrels on this one and not on this one. So, if I take off this and I put on a 7-inch dual barrel, like over there, just to measure up. Give me the longest barrel you can. 5,000 meter range. I'm looking at 6.6 to 6.9, and I'm looking at 6.9, 7.4. But your reload's 30 seconds. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna refit them. Just because I like using those 7-inchers. I wonder how long it's going to take. It's currently going to take 3 months, but you can usually tweak the ship a little bit and take it less time than that. Can we put another one here? Maybe? Ooh. That won't really turn, will it? Is it possible to mount a barbette here? Something that's not too big? Yeah. It's a little better. Can we do that on the bow as well? Probably not. This barbette isn't tall enough. I want to use heavy, really high-end HE shells. And that's going to punch not even that hard. 4.1 inch? 5,000 meters, 2.7. Yeah, no. That's not a whole lot of damage. That's HE damage 15%. This is 25% with a higher chance of blowing myself up. But your pen drops. It's going to do 295 damage with HE. It's going to do 252. 2 powder is the best pen. This one is just going to give you more gun range and more shell damage. The alternatives go for a high explosive incendiary. HEI. This is going to do far less damage. It's only going to do... No, it's going to do 361? What? Oh, right. Sorry, you exchange pen for damage. What I could try and do with these things is hit a destroyer once and just put the whole damn thing on fire. Because you get 150% fire chance, and over here you get minus 15% fire chance. And if I then go with picric acid, these things are going to be so annoying to fight against. I mean, not to fight with. To fight with, they're going to be funny as hell. Yeah, I want to use this. The reload's going to be pretty terrible. Any other systems? Ooh, sonar 1. Watch this. Oh, never mind. I thought it went from 4 to 3 months. Stereoscopic 5. Better gun aiming speed. Less interference from own guns. Alternatively, I could go with the gun base accuracy. But that's more aiming... Well, it's more aiming speed. That's useful. Wait, I gave them stereos? That makes no sense. Stereoscopic is for longer range fire. That must have been a mistake. These need to be coincidence rangefinders. Because that gives you a higher base accuracy and far more gun aiming speed than this thing does. So this thing is far more equipped to deal with ships that rapidly change from one target to the next. Such as when you're fighting a destroyer. Alright, anything else I can give them? If you want to go expensive, I can give them a turboelectric drive. That does mean I can turn very, very quickly if the game would actually present the whole tooltip there. I can speed up 200%, I can decel 75%. With this, it's not nearly that much. It's 65% acceleration, there's no deceleration. But the refit time suddenly jumps to 7 months. No, I'm going to stick with these engines on them, and I'm going to try and get the gas turbines. And that ought to make these things very, very quick. As for engine efficiency, it's already way more than I actually need. Citadel, I still don't have Citadel 4. As for AP shells on these things, I'm not so sure I'm going to need them. They currently have capped AP shells. Maybe a semi-armor piercing AP shell will do the trick. Especially considering we're hunting destroyers. Yeah, let's go with this. So it's going to be the Chiyoda 1924-2 design. And I'm just going to refit the fleet. I want to make these these ships very effective against destroyers. Because we took out 21, but there are still plenty left in the Russian fleet. There are still so many more destroyers that could be coming this way. However, the British are in the way. Well, I say that, but that might not strictly be true. If the Russians make it out of the Black Sea, that means that they don't have to go past the British fleet. So, if they use the Black Sea ports, then they could just use the Bosporus Strait. And can they transit here? Suez Canal is held by Egypt, but Egypt's not allied with me anymore. So the Russian ships could bypass the whole British group and just meet me in the Pacific/Asian theater. Okay, as for right now, are there any additional Russian ships coming my way? Yes, a battleship and a cruiser. A battlecruiser, lights, or 2 lights and 4 DDs. 1 BB and 2 CLs. And oh boy. Here's their main battle fleet. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of ships. I hope we can split those up into smaller chunks, because if they all come at me in one big group, it's going to be a mess of a battle. And considering that the AI can move them in one big group, doesn't exactly inspire me. Because it means that the AI will probably be able to command all of those ships at the same time. That's not great. Okay, can I pause the building of any one ship? so that I can take some time to refit the others. A heavy cruiser is 13,000 tons. Oh, the Shimane is coming out, but this guy is going to take a lot more time, 21 months. I'm going to pause this one. That should free up capacity in the shipyards. And with that capacity, I can quickly refit most of my light cruisers. They'll be out of commission for 3 months. That's not ideal, but those 7-inch guns, I believe, will do better. So we're going to refit all of these guys. And we are... yeah, we're within budget, so that's good. So that means these are going to be refitting for 3 months. That is not including the light cruisers that are currently deployed. So hopefully the Russians will take some time. As for the invasions, not much news on this front. The Russians, of course, sorry, the Soviets still have an army of 3 million. Don't know how they're going to resupply those. I already seen comments saying they won't. Oh god, there's 13 more. Oh man. Okay. Well, there's plenty more Soviet fleets to hunt down, but we'll do that in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for the next.